Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down throw, gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go. Like 20!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Black 80!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Black 80!
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Black 80!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Gold now out to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. Nifty move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lock 20.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I got you. Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Goff throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a first down throw. Gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Garoppolo going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. Garoppolo now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
It forced. Incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
12. Like 20. Like 80.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
11. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey. 65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 46 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touch. Down San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
180.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
120.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. He juked him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Room to run past midfield. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run once more with McCannon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 80! White 20!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Who goes to that? White 20! 16. Watch 16. He likes it.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.